Welcome to the video lecture series of Grade 10 Chemistry. Today we are going to discuss about the topic electron dot structure of organic compounds. For drawing the electron dot structure of organic compounds, we need to understand some important points. So let's see one by one. So whenever you are drawing an electron dot structure, you need to consider only the valence electrons of the atoms given in the formula. For example, if you are drawing the electron dot structure of HCl molecule, in both the cases, hydrogen atom and chlorine atom, you need to consider only the valence electrons, which means the outer shell electrons you need to consider. So first you need to remember that you need to consider the valence electrons of both the atoms, both the hydrogen and chlorine. Now, atom with less number in the compound should be given in the middle position of the structure. For example, if you are drawing CH4 molecule, the atom with the less number is carbon. So carbon should be in the middle of the structure. And 4 hydrogen atoms are surrounding the carbon atom. That is how we are drawing the electron dot structure of methane molecule. And third one, check whether the atoms attain octet condition or not. What is octet condition? Every atom actually reacting to satisfy octet condition, which means the outer shell or the valence shell, these atoms need 8 electrons. If they don't have 8 electrons, these atoms will react. Okay, they will react with other elements and they will gain these the number of electrons which they want. For example, for carbon has only 4 electrons in the valence shell, so carbon need 4 more electrons to complete the octet. So carbon will share its 4 valence electron with other elements, and thereby satisfying the condition of octet. So octet rule states that if an atom not having any 8 electron in the valence shell, they will attain it either by gaining or losing or sharing their electrons with the other atoms. So these are the 3 important rules for drawing the electron dot structure. The first one is you need to consider only the valence electrons. Then atom with the less number should be in the middle position of the structure. Then check whether the atoms attain octet condition or not. Now let us draw one by one the electron dot structure of different organic compounds. First I am going to consider HCl molecule. So hydrogen, as you know, has one electron in the shell. It is having only one shell, that is K, and it will have only one electron in the K shell. But for chlorine has 17 electrons overall, but in the valence shell, chlorine will have only 7 electrons. The configuration is 287. So we need to consider only the M shell electron. So in the M shell, there are only 7 electrons. Now, so we need to take into consideration of the 1 electron from hydrogen and 7 electrons from chlorine atom. Here both the atoms having one atoms, hydrogen having only one atom and even chlorine also having one atom. So there is no matter of giving a central position because we have only one atom around both the hydrogen and chlorine. So you need to consider only one hydrogen and one chlorine atom. So first of all, you need to draw hydrogen atom, okay, and then mark its electron by putting a dot on one side of hydrogen atom. Then you need to draw chlorine. Now, as you know, chlorine has 7 valence electron. These 7 valence electron we are going to represent in terms of pair. Okay, so I'm just representing it by using a cross. 2, 4, 6. The seventh electron I am just writing as cross just near to the hydrogen's one electron. Now the hydrogen will share its electron with the chlorine seventh electron. Chlorine also getting or sharing its electron with the hydrogen. Both atoms feels that they have shared their electrons together, and there will be an electrostatic force of attraction happening in between the atoms, and it leads to the formation of a covalent bond. So after this you need to draw a circle which represents the electron dot structures and whether the element after sharing the electron whether they attain octet or not. But in the case of hydrogen there is no 8 electron because the hydrogen has only 1 electron. So no need to complete the octet because only the K shell you need to satisfy only 2 electrons. So hydrogen, I'm drawing a circle like this. Okay, so these are the completed electronic shell of hydrogen atom. And in the case of chlorine, the 6 electrons are not taking part into chemical bonding. The 7th electron which is coming alone, that is actually that electron is sharing with the hydrogen's 1 electron. So I'm drawing in this way which completed the octet of chlorine atom. So this is the electron dot structure or electron dot symbol of hydrogen chloride molecule. Now let us draw another compound, that is ammonia molecule. For ammonia the formula is NH3. So what do you want actually to draw the NH3 molecule? You need to consider the atomic number of hydrogen, that is 7, and then write the electron configuration. K shell and L shell will have 2 and 5 electrons respectively, which means nitrogen has 5 valence electrons, and hydrogen you already know it has only 1 electron. Now so when we consider these two, nitrogen and hydrogen, according to the structure, nitrogen coming only one time, means number of nitrogen atom in the structure is 1 and that of hydrogen is 3, which means nitrogen has to come in the middle position of the atomic structure, I mean the electron dot structure. So I'm just drawing nitrogen first, this coming in the middle position. The rest of the 3 hydrogen atoms you need to draw around the nitrogen atom. And the nitrogen will have 5 valence electrons. So out of these 5 electrons, it is using only 3 electrons. Why? There are 3 hydrogen atoms only. So out of the 5 hydrogen atoms, nitrogen use only 3 electrons for sharing the electrons with the hydrogen atom. The remaining 2 electrons are not at all taking part into chemical reaction, that we will be writing separately. And the electrons which not taking part in chemical reaction is called a lone pair. Now, in the case of hydrogen has only 1 electron, that I am representing by putting a cross. Now, this is the electron sharing condition of nitrogen with the hydrogen. After this, you need to draw a circle which satisfy the octet condition. So first of all, I am just going to draw nitrogen's octet. Just count how many electrons are around nitrogen which satisfy the octet condition. Nitrogen already shared its 3 electrons with the 3 hydrogen atom. So 3 into 2, that's coming 6. And there are 2 more electrons that we consider as lone pair. Okay. Lone pair we have only 1, which means 2 electron. 1 pair means it is 2 electron. Lone pair is 1. which means 2 electrons. So 2. So overall 6 plus 2 will give you 8 electron condition. So now octet is satisfied. Now we can draw the 8 electron condition around nitrogen atom. So this is the 8 electron condition of nitrogen atom by sharing its 3 electron with the hydrogen, so that the octet is completed now. Now you need to draw a circle for each hydrogen atom. Hydrogen gets one more electron. Hydrogen share its electron with the nitrogen and its shell is completed now. So we are drawing 3 more circles around 3 hydrogen atoms. So this is the electron dot structure of ammonia molecule. Now we can consider another molecule, that is methane. Methane formula is CH4. So we have only one hydrogen atom and there are 4 hydrogen atoms present. So carbon comes in the middle of the electron dot structure and 4 hydrogen is surrounded by the carbon atoms. This is the way we are arranging hydrogen atoms around carbon atom. Now carbon's atomic number is 6. So the electron configuration you already know, that is 2, 4. So we need to satisfy only the valence electrons. So we are taking only the 4 valence electrons, and hydrogen, as you already know, the electron is 1. Now around each carbon atom we need to represent the valence electrons. So there are 4 valence electrons in carbon, so we are going to represent it by using 4 cross. For hydrogen atom we need to represent only 1 electron, that you can put like a dot structure. After putting all the electrons in its position, you need to draw circles which represents the octet condition. So carbon already shared its 4 electron with the hydrogen. So there are 4 hydrogen atoms. So 4 plus 4 will give you 8 electrons, which means the octet condition is satisfied. So now we are going to draw a circle around the carbon atom. So inside the circle, after the drawing, you need to count how many atoms, how many electrons are over there. So when you count the number of electrons inside the carbon, you can see there are 4 electrons from carbon and there are 4 electrons from hydrogen, which means there are 8 electrons. So the octet condition is satisfied. Now you have to draw circles for the hydrogen atoms. There are 4 hydrogen atoms, so you need to draw 4 circles. This is the symbol electronic or electron dot structure of methane molecule. Now we can draw sulfur molecule, which is a different compound, a different molecule in the organic compound S8. Sulfur molecule, the sulfur symbol is actually S, but actually the sulfur molecule contain 8 atoms together. So S8. We need to represent 8 atoms. And sulfur's atomic number is 16. So the electron configuration is K shell it is 2 electron, L 8, and M shell will have 6 electrons. So we are representing only the 6 electrons because it is the valence electron. So we need to consider only the 6 electrons as valence electron. Now there are 8 sulfur atoms. So how are we going to arrange these 8 sulfur atoms? First sulfur, second one, 2 sulfur I am putting down, and the remaining 2 here, under 2, the rest 2 we are putting on the left hand side. This is the way we are arranging sulfur atoms Just count how many sulfur atoms you have represented. Each sulfur atom you need to represent 6 electrons because sulfur contains 6 valence electron. But you should remember that sulfur-sulfur bond is a single bond. So actually only 2 electrons are coming for the sharing. So 1 electron you need to represent on left one on the left hand side of one sulfur and another one on the right hand side. Okay, now we already represented 2 electrons. So how many electrons are remaining? 4 electrons. The rest 4 electrons you need to give as pair on top and bottom of each sulfur. So when you count, you will get total 2, 4 and 6 electrons. This is the way we are arranging all the 6 valence electrons around each sulfur atom. Second sulfur, it is sharing its electron with the next sulfur. 2, 4. Again, this sulfur is sharing its electron with the adjacent sulfur. So the remaining 2 electrons. Then take the next sulfur and draw the electrons which is not coming in the bonding, that is called the lone pair electrons. So again bond pair, this is the bond pair electrons. Bond pair electrons. Bond pair means it's coming for the sharing of electrons with other atoms. Now we have represented all the 6 electrons around sulfur atoms, 8 sulfur atoms. When you draw these electrons, just make sure that you are drawing it in a proper way so that the sharing will be easy with other atoms. Now the next part is you need to draw the circles around each atom by satisfying 8 electrons. So when I am taking the first electron for drawing, this is the first sulfur atom, okay? I'm just going to draw the electron dot symbol for the first sulfur, 2, 4, then the remaining 2 electrons are satisfied with the next 2 sulfur atoms. So I have to draw a structure in this way. This is the first sulfur atom. Then draw the second one. Each circle you need to count that whether it is satisfied 8 electron condition or not. If you are drawing the sulfur just near to the other atom, then it will be easy for you to draw the structure. Okay. Then the next one. In this way, you need to complete all the circles. So you need to remember only one thing, that whenever you are drawing a circle, you just make sure that you have satisfied 8 electrons, or you have drawn or you have included 8 electrons within each circle. That is the only requirement you need to check. For this sulfur, I just drawn the hydrogen, the dot little bit away so that I can draw a very good circle. This is the last one. Now this is the electron dot structure of S8 molecule. This structure we say octagonal structure. But actual structure of the molecule we are explained in terms of like a crown shaped structure. So one sulfur, this is another sulfur. There are three sulfurs, okay. Fourth one, and this is the fifth one. We are drawing a crown in between. First of all, you need to draw a single bond in between each sulfur atom, and finally it will be forming like a crown shape. So one, two, three. This is the fourth one. And the fifth one I am drawing down. Six, seventh sulfur atom. This is the eighth sulfur atom. This is looking like a crown, so we just name the shape as crown shaped. Crown shaped S8 molecule. So sulfur has 6 electrons in the valence shell. It requires only 2 more electrons to complete the octet. So each sulfur atom shares 2 of its valence electron with the next sulfur atom, forming an 8-membered ring as shown here.